Welcome to my creations. Tonight we will be sublimating a slate photo rock. This sublimation slate is 11.8 in the width and 7.9 in the height. Over here I have my image of my photo of my family that's printed out. It is 11.5 in the width and 7.3 in the height. I'm gonna lay that down facing the image. Please keep in mind that your image needs to be mirrored in order for it to look like how it looked before you printed it. As you can see here, I'm taping it down. And I only have one piece of tape. That's just to make sure that my image is gonna lay where I exactly intending for it to lay. So as you can see here, I'm actually lining it up. And I have the tape long enough to fold over to the back of the slate rock. I lay it down to get an accurate view of it, and as you can see, I'm trying to line it up to make sure it's all even, and it's not, so I take the image back up, place it back onto the slate rock as evenly as possible, pick the image up, and then I tape it back down. And as you can see, it's lined up. From here, I will continue to put 3 more pieces of tape down. You don't need that much tape, but you do need enough to at least be able to tape the front of the image for the tape to land on the back of the slate rock to hold the image in place. And while I'm doing that, I would like to take the time out to tell you what all my creations offer. We do t-shirts, we do tumblers, we do shoes, we do keychains, we do a variety of customization to anything that can be customized. And so I'm putting the last piece of tape down. I already have my heat press set up onto the side. Let's put the last piece of tape down. This is what your image should look like on your slate rock. Keep in mind the slate rock is very, very heavy. Over to the heat press, I have it set for 400 degrees, 450 seconds, and that's because I will be placing the slate rock face down and pressing from back to front. If you had your image facing up, you would have your heat press set at 400 with 180 seconds. But because my rock will be facing down, it's set to 400 onto 450, and we're going to be placing the image down. As you can see, my image is down towards the pad. Underneath there, I have a piece of parchment paper so that the sublimation ink does not soak through to the padding of the heat press. This is my smaller heat press, and as you can see, I do have a piece of parchment paper on top of the slate rock for added protection. My smaller heat press that I'm using is currently a 12 by 15. I also have a larger heat press that's set to it. The width of that one is 16 by 24. But because the slate rock is not as big, I chose to use the smaller heat press. And there you see, I have it down, and this is the ending result of the slate rock. Again, the slate rock does hold heat, so use your heat gloves when picking up the slate. And now that the slate has cooled off, here's a picture of the ending results.